I want to make a video about men and questioning something that almost everybody learns to agree with in this culture. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to question the collective belief that men are less sensitive than women. I'm not saying what's right and what's wrong. I'm just saying I'm incredibly curious. I could say I'm professionally curious in questioning collective belief systems, especially when it costs nobody of us so much to agree. It's like I'm suspicious as soon as everybody agrees. If men say, I'm a man, I don't feel anything, I'm born numb. And when women say, yeah, I mean, he's a man, what can I do? You can't teach him how to be a woman, whatever. Then it's like, it doesn't cost us enough. Is truth so cheap? Is it so easy? Is truth so well known that everybody agrees? Or maybe the other way around. So let's look at how human beings, or let's say living beings in general, are born. We are born with an incredibly open nervous system. Especially human babies are born with a nervous system way opener, way more receptive than any other mammal baby that is born. So, we are born, beside the fact if we are a girl, if we are a boy, if we are whatever sex, we are born in a highly, highly, highly sensitive state. This is our design. The deepest design that my nervous system has is a design of incredible openness, receptivity for outer messages, influences, informations, and energies. This is true for boys, this is true for girls, this is true for every sex, every gender, every human being. Then what makes people unsensitive? It makes them unsensitive when they are brought up and constantly, chronically perceive the outer world as too much. So my thesis around this is those people who end up as numbed out adults are those ones who are the most sensitive ones, because they perceived their upbringing as something like a chronic friction between the inner truth of receptivity and the outer over-demanding, never-ending income, the intensity of influence from the outer world. So I think if we perceive later as a man or as a woman, or as another sex or gender, if we perceive certain people as numb or as less sensitive than others, they are the most sensitive ones, because they learned to shut down because there was so much pressure or influence from the outer world when they were brought up that they somehow couldn't afford anymore to stay as sensitive or as receptive or as much in a listening state to the outer world. So just this as a thesis, I'm very curious if we would go deeper and deeper into questioning these belief systems, we would uncover that men, as little boys, are put under so much stress, pressure, and so much stress, and so many warnings from their own nature and from their own, oh, don't be too much and don't be too wild and don't have too much power. They are put under so much pressure that they shut down, not because they wouldn't care, but because they care so much. And they numb around their own heart, their own genitals, their own muscle armor in their overall body, not because they are born egoistic, but they are born selflessly, and they are somehow designed to be in service to the outer world. They are happy by contributing something. So if they are told they should shrink around their power, they should shrink around their physicality, they should hide their truth, they will do so. So at the end of the game, I think we will see calling men being unsensitive is a collective comfort zone. And a comfort zone that comes along with every patriarchal system, which reveals that patriarchies are not only something that suppresses women, not only something that suppresses other sexes, but also something that suppresses men in their truth, in the very core of this system or the structure of society. So my assumption is that if we would treat men as if they would be sensitive, at least as sensitive as women, they would stay as sensitive as they are when they are born, which means incredibly highly sensitive and incredibly powerful in the sensitivity. So nobody will show up as the sensitive or the powerful or the good being that he or she is when he or she is born. Let's treat men as if they would be highly receptive, highly sensitive, very intelligent in reading energies around them. And they will show us, even tomorrow, not only in decades, even tomorrow, that this is more true than calling them being unsensitive.